Not really sure if I'm a fan of the people so far. I mean, it was just one interaction. I'm planning on consuming a lot of calories today, so just kind of stopping by from place to place. Saw that there was a Bob Dylan mural nearby. Actually, little known fact about me, my very first concert I ever went to was a Bob Dylan concert, like right down the road from my house. Not really particularly a huge Bob Dylan fan, but just kind of random fact. One of my best friends is a Bob Dylan fan, so figured it'd be nice to, in his, honor, go take a visit and take a picture, because though I maybe don't agree with everything Bob Dylan has to say, I do agree the times they are changing. Had a decent little, I got back into town, and kind of getting settled in. Hotel let me check in super early, which was awesome. So then I had to murk the weight room real quickly, because I plan on consuming all of the calories today. So far, first stop was a little disappointing. I read reviews of it somewhere near me. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to badmouth any businesses. I just think I walked into the wrong place was kind of what it was. I went to this place called, I'm not going to say the name of it, but it was nearby. I saw the menu and it seemed like it was decent. And then actually when I was walking up to it, I saw there was a picture of The Timeless Art of Seduction with George Costanza, and I was like, oh, this is definitely going to be a cool place. I think it's a cool place if you know people there, because I sat down and I kind of got the vibe as somebody used to hang out at bars all the time. It was like a locals hangout kind of thing. People seemed like they were, feigning being nice to me as far as like the servers, kind of like, it just seemed like they were doing the bare minimum to be nice to me, because everyone else was kind of talking to each other. It's also weird, again, I said this once, I said it a million times, whenever you order an NA, it really kind of like, draws some attention at a bar, and it's just that, hey, it's a nice warm day. It really felt like having a non-alcoholic beer, and shouldn't really bother anybody. It's just, I think that usually the bartender's wondering how long the non-alcoholic beer they've had there has been there. And then like almost when they're opening up, it's almost like they're defusing a bomb or something, or they seem a little sketched out about it, like when they hand it to you, because they're probably thinking, oh, I hope this guy's not trying to get drunk or anything, because that thing might be fermented for how long it's been in there. But just was just an off vibe in that place, but I'm not gonna let that, that's my first impression of the people here. I had heard something about the Minnesota Ice, but no, I'm just gonna get still compliment Minneapolis as a city. I think I'm in like a sketchy part, and I don't even think it's really that sketchy, to be honest with you, or at least relative to my standards. I actually was watching a video, kind of learning the area a little bit before I get here. Not that I recognize too much, but I'm finding my way around pretty easily. It's a very pedestrian-friendly city, but I saw that one video where it was like someone driving through the hoods of Minneapolis, and somebody was like in the comments going like, people are bragging that their hood is shittier than this. And I was kind of like, yeah, like they were driving through the bad parts of the, city. And I'm like, those are nice looking houses and decent cars there. Like I would move there, but again, it doesn't really, I'm not bragging about where I'm from necessarily. It's just, I've lived in some sketchy areas, we'll just say, Rochester, New York. But we just bumped up from 1 to 11 live, so everybody, thank you, coming at you live from the Bob Dylan mural here in Minneapolis. Just kind of a little, I guess this is a vlog. I never really knew I was going to be one of those guys, but some people enjoy the content, not enough people. So if you want to tell somebody to like and subscribe or put the notifications on, I'll be doing things. Someone gave me a like there. I'll be at Target Field later on for the Twins and the Royals. Like I said, I'm hammering the Twins tonight. I love Pablo Lopez in this matchup. Wonderful numbers against the Twins, or against the Royals. I think I like him to have 7 strikeouts. And like I said, I'm also going to think that Royce Lewis is someone I'm really looking forward to seeing, because he's always injured, but when he plays, he's really, really fucking good at baseball. So it'd be nice to see him come around. And again, I actually have action on both of these teams to win the AL Central. So in a weird way, I'll just be, as a Cardinals fan, rooting for the Cubs today, which is always strange. And if either team wins tonight, it's not the worst, but I just feel like I would like the Twins more. I feel bad about that because I have a buddy that I really coaxed into. I got the Royals at 22-1 before the season started. And I actually really thought about giving up on them for the most part, because when they fell so far behind. Where am I from? Okay. I'm from New York. I'm from outside of the Alabama. Okay. These are probably the non-real people around. I don't know how this all works. Whenever I'm like doing live videos, I get some people that I'm not sure are real or not, if they're bots, but hey, cool. It's from the React. I'm from Albany, New York. It's more specifically Troy, if you really want to get specific. It's I definitely feel like I'm in a different part of the country for now, or a different part of the world almost. Hi, mate. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining my vlog here. Your name is Derek. Awesome. Hence that's a very clever YouTube handle that you have there then too, I must say. I don't know how cool it is to abuse THC in public around here, but like I said, I'm on a pretty steady diet of it. Like I'm doing a pretty equal. I'm not a hater. I mean, I don't have any. I'm all about. I don't get in their way of doing anything. Which actually, you made a nice little segue of that one. I must say that's not LGBT. That's Bob Dylan. It's it's a music thing. If I have to turn away from it, I don't. Which it brings up an interesting topic here. This whole Jaron Duran thing. Yeah, I've been avoiding Twitter like the plague for anyone that's been following me, and I happened to turn it on because I wanted to pass some time on the flight. And apparently, a baseball player said It's funny that the F word used to be fuck, and I think we're pretty cool with the word fuck now. The F word has been changing. I use a joke in sales that the F word is free, and we don't say that anywhere around me. Lost a bunch of people. I think maybe some people aren't a fan of my little statement that I didn't really make there. But I don't know. They just suspended Jaron Duran 2 games. Like, what's really the point at that? I mean, is it just kind of like really just the ultimate save face when you just give a guy 2 games for yelling something that should only be heard by fans on the field? I mean, don't get me started on mic'd up baseball players. I think it's just dumb all around. But there was probably a mic nearby, actually, so he wasn't actually probably on a mic. But, yeah, not the greatest look for him. I'll just say that much. It's not a word you should probably be saying out loud. Do I call myself that on the golf course sometimes? I'm not going to lie to anybody. Probably just lost a couple people with that comment, but so be it. But anyways, I'm, curious to see, because if there's one city you could probably get away for, or one team you could probably get away with saying that, it's probably the Boston Red Sox. Not exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the average Boston guy still uses that word. The average Red Sox fan probably still uses that word pretty liberally. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Yankee fans probably too. Yeah, definitely not. The St. Louis fans, I'm a Cardinals fan. I definitely do not expect them to use that word in St. Louis. They're all about positivity, even though their baseball team sucks. So, yeah, times they are changing. A baseball player is getting suspended for using a homophobic slur. I'm pretty sure that guys used to openly make those jokes about 20 years ago. I'm not saying that's bad progress. I'm just saying that times they are changing for sure. And I'll be back at everybody. So if anyone wants to give me a like, subscribe, follow on here, and reach out to my email, the Scho-Zone podcast at Gmail. Give me any suggestions for things I could do in Minneapolis. I got plenty of time to kill. Actually, I got about 4 hours till the game starts. Do need to do a little recharge session, probably rinse off again. It's a little bit warm out. But everybody, thanks for tuning in. And if anybody likes and subscribe, I also appreciate you. And like I said, I'll probably be doing something live from the stands, and any final bets on there. And we lost the crowd anyways.